Good morning, afternoon, evening. So, when I open my Bible app, today's verse is from Matthew 28:19. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Okay, so whenever we went to church when I was younger, and the pastor or whoever would be up there, and they'd only give one verse that they were going to preach from. They'd only give you that one verse. And a lot of the times when I was reading along, I would read the whole chapter. Like, what's this verse really saying? Okay, so this chapter is about Jesus raising up from the dead on the Sabbath, after the Sabbath day ended. Okay, and so Mary Magdalene and the other Mary, uh, saw him and were like, oh my goodness. Oh no, wait. Okay, they didn't see Jesus right away. They saw an angel, and the angel was like, oh, you're looking for Jesus? He's not here. Go tell his disciples that he is risen, okay? And he's going to Galilee, so you can go catch him that way, okay? And they were like, okay, yeah. So they went, okay, and on the way there, they saw Jesus. And they were like, oh my goodness, there you are. And so they, went down to his feet, and they were hugging his feet, so happy. And so then it says, Jesus says, oh, hey, all hail. Hey, what's up? So Jesus is like, yeah, I'm on my way to Galilee. Go tell my brethren, go tell my disciples that I'm here. Let's go. And so, the women are like, oh yeah, cool, great. So then they depart from him. They go on the way over to tell the brethren that Jesus is alive. But then what happens? It says that some of the watch, and so I looked at it, some of the watch came into the city, and some of the watch was telling the chief priests what was going on. And so I found out, so the watch, or the guards, the soldiers, of the city or whatever. And so after they had sat with the priests and the elders and all that, the chief priests were like, hey, look, they gave them some money. It says they gave them money. Okay, so the soldiers were bribed, okay, to tell this lie. They say, hey, look, why don't you go and tell people that the disciples came and took Jesus away while we were asleep? And they said that if word comes back to the governor, we will protect you, basically. We'll persuade the governor that that's what happened and we'll protect you. And then it says that lie is still being told among the Jews to this day. Now, it's still being told to this day because the soldiers took the bribe. It says that they took the money and they went and told what they were taught. So the soldiers took a bribe from the chief priests in order to teach people what they were taught from the priests instead of teaching them what they actually witnessed. So basically, okay, the men, soldiers, watch keepers, decided to take a bribe to go tell a lie about what happened to Jesus. The women, Mary and Mary, were told by Jesus to go tell my disciples what's happening. Okay, so the disciples got the message, so they decided to go down into Galilee to meet Jesus. And so, even though when they got there, some of them worshipped him, but then some still doubted. What? So then, that's when Jesus says, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. And then he says, go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Now, what can we learn from this? Because this is, what? So first of all, I remember wondering about the Jewish culture of today, right? Judaism or whatever. And it was my understanding that they didn't believe in Jesus, or, I don't know. Other religions, maybe the Muslims, I don't know. They don't believe that Jesus was an actual, is Christ or is God. They just believe that he was a prophet. So they probably believe that lie, that he's still dead. That, they probably believe what the soldiers were paid off to say. That's not the truth. To say that the disciples just swept him away in order to deceive people into thinking that he was more than he was. Which, it clearly says it in the Bible that that's what happened, and to this day, people still believe that. That's just crazy to me. That's fascinating. And this is why I like to read the full chapter. I want to know exactly what context, because you can go off on a whole sermon on just that one thing, but I want to know the full thing. Why are we supposed to go and teach and, to all the nations? Well, because there's a whole lie circulating from the very beginning that didn't happen, when clearly it did. So you know what, guys? This is why I say knowledge. Gain the knowledge. Gain the knowledge. Teach. Teach what you learn. Okay? Okay. Put that stuff into practice. Put it into action. So we can get a wealth of knowledge. So we can understand what's really going on. So we can understand, like, what we're supposed to be believing or not. Because people are getting bribed out here to tell lies. They did it back in the Bible days. So anyway, that's all I got. That's all there is for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.